The next presenter is AfriForum. Mr. Roots.
Thank you, Chairperson. Shall we wait a few minutes or do we start?
Your indulgence, please. Can they come over this side where normally presenters sit? Because they are extreme left there.
Okay.
Yes.
Is the Chairperson, I heard there's a complaint. There's a complaint.
Hello guys, welcome back. In today's we're checking the debate of the land. You know what happened during apartheid? Afrikaner, they came here, Dutch people, they beat our ancestors, they stole the land. After that, after they beat our ancestors, they stole the land during apartheid. They said they want to protect their culture. They want to protect their culture by creating a small town called Orania, where like only white people are allowed to stay there. If you want to stay there, you must know their language, you must know their culture. So EFF say like, no, you guys must follow. We're dividing our country. We have the laws here in South Africa. You don't respect our laws. There's section 235. We're dividing our country. You can't come to Europe and when you come this side, you don't comply with our government laws. It's a debate, nothing much. It's open discussion. That's why it says a land debate. They're debating based on the history, based on the facts, and based on their own reasons. Same to you, when I'm going to come here and share your opinion, it's about the debate, nothing much. No emotional attached. If you come with emotional attached, you can exist now because this topic is sensitive. You understand? Because they were land of ancestors. Well, like black people, they own 4% of the land. People from Europe, they own 70% of the land.
Complaint that we are on the extreme left. We will move in if you need us to. We need to move closer.
Yes, yes, please.
Thank you.
Yes.
Chair,
Yes.
I want to check, man, with you. Is it permissible for Marwana? What's your problem, man?
No, I'm listening. What?
Is it permissible for AfriForum?
So like now, these are topics. The EFF versus AfriForum, guys. You understand what's happening in South Africa? We're like the owners, man, they're struggling. We need to speak the fact. Remember the debate. The owners are struggling. Yes, you can have your own culture, but these things like, but like you said, they're going to mention their own reason. They're going to mention their own why they say they want. It's a debate. It's a debate. Other people are going to crash out. Other people are going to be too emotional. You can check about the comments. If you can go through the comments, you'll see like how people sleeping because people are crying, people that are heartbroken.
Forum to bring extra cameras in the house.
Yeah, I'm an AI, but I'm here to talk apps. Real apps you can build in minutes with Base 44. This finance app solves your...
I'm an AI. Topic.
Because I can see they've got their own communications and cameras.
Let's
Mr. Chairperson, if I may answer.
let's find out. Let's check.
Hey, don't undermine us, Wayne. We are
You, like I said, this lady said like, hey, these people, they brought their own cameras here, their own communication. What is happening? And the chair said like, okay, let's find out what's happening. I don't know that guys can answer. This was like, don't take us like that. When respect us, I'm telling you, this is a debate where like things are going to be hot. When we are emotional or weak, you can't handle the truth. You can't handle what is going to say. You can leave the video in a respectful way.
asking the question to the chair.
We did arrange, Mr. Chairperson, before this meeting that it would be allowed to have a camera inside.
We are not asking.
These cameras, why bring your own cameras? Like it make any sense? People, you have cameras that are free. Maybe like it's a well, people have money. AfriForum, there's money. They have money.
You, we are asking the chair, not you.
All right. I'm informed. I'm informed then that it is a practice. it is a practice that they do.
Sorry, Chair.
Mhm.
Yesterday,
It's,
EFF,
it's a practice of what? It's a practice of culture. What is a practice of what, Che? Because like now I'm a part of parliament. If you're watching this video, you're part of parliament, you can share your opinion. So I say it's a part of what? Practice of what exactly? Because obviously it's clear like we are lost, we don't know what's happening here. Like this we can explain it, it will make sense.
was here with their cameras, and you ruled that
The cameras thing is the issue.
it's not permissible that they bring their camera into the house.
Honorable Shivambo?
No, Chair, it's in the rules of Parliament that we do not permit external cameras here. This internal camera system that is utilized by Parliament, and then they are utilized in that fashion. So we must not be taken advantage of here.
Facts, but why you bring your own camera? Give you special buying. Why you bring your own camera? Doesn't make any sense. So like now people that are debating, or they say we did ask to bring our cameras here. What's up with the parliament cameras? Or maybe like they do it for content. They have to do content. And you can see like this video is from parliament. Let me see the one I react. This one I react from parliament, ne? Yeah, my Africa. I don't know who took it. So guys, someone who took it, I'm reacting based on this video. So don't get mad. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad of me. Mad of me.
By people who have no permission to do what they're trying to do. So let us please proceed, and then we switch off that camera of AfriForum. It must go and film outside there.
Like I said, this is a war. This is a war. I say to you, this is a war. It's not going to be nice here. It's a war between these people.
Mr. Roots, who have you made the arrangements with?
Mr. Chairperson, we spoke with the secretary, I think, of the committee. There was arrangements made beforehand, but we do not. There's no written letter. It was agreed over the telephone.
Maybe like they want to do a content, and then like I don't like how this debate starts, and you can see EFF is already attacking AfriForum members. Or maybe it's because of like that thing, or like maybe special thing, special treatment. I don't know, but you can see how EFF, like those two, responded and landed to these people, and they're not responding; they're just sitting here.
And I believe that we could trust the committee enough to accept a telephonic agreement. But Mr. Chairperson, if there are concerns about the rules of Parliament, and not simply because it is AfriForum, then we would be prepared to switch off the camera.
Okay, all right. Can I request for that you do? I know that in the chamber, it's not allowed.
Yeah, they can switch on. I feel like if there's a war between AfriForum and EFF or black people, there's a war based on how these people are treating each other, even in public. Even now, after I'm going to America to lie about genocide, there's no genocide. I'm from South Africa. I'm South African, but I know there's no genocide. There's no other land that's been taken from any white person who benefited during apartheid. Never. There's no something that happened. I don't know why is this. This is a 7 years back video I read on, but it's still tension. There's still problems. What's wrong with you exactly? What's wrong with Afri and ANC, EFF and Conway Sizwe? And because I know like Afri like can work with DA in South Africa, like there's other things people don't want to talk about. How we see things as, remember, everyone is welcome to share their opinion. This is an open discussion. In South Africa, like what is we know like DAs for whites, we know PAs, Patrol, the one from Gator McKinsey for colors, EFF blacks, Condensizo black, and it's like that. EFF and SIM Condensizo, we know like for black people. That's how we know it, based on how they are presented in front of us. But let's give them a chance to speak, guys, and get information.
And therefore, this being a replica of that we ask you not to, because it wasn't made to any of our, to our attention.
That's fine.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairperson.
Let's go to the topic, man.
All right. You have 10 minutes, and we're giving you an opportunity to do the presentation.
Thank you, Mr. Chairperson.
10 minutes. I don't think I'll listen to 10 minutes. Oh my God, 10 minutes long, but we are going to listen. I'm going to be patient and listening and share opinions based on this presentation.
My name is MDReacts. I am Deputy CEO of AfriForum. 15 years ago, the South African government accepted David Rakase's offer to buy the farm that he was renting from them. To this very day, the South African government has been unable.
Where did you get that money? After apartheid, right? Or what's happened? Because of these people, they got money after apartheid. While they are busy beating our people, they're busy making money with our land, our resources. So like this question must be asked, where did you get the money?
Able to transfer ownership to his name.
Your business deserves better than a bland-looking form. With Typeform, you can create beautiful forms.
With an injectment order by the Minister of Rural Development and Land Reform, and told that they had 7 days to vacate their farms.
What's happening in Parliament? Babe, someone is speaking and we see they're moving. Hey, who busy? Happening like this type, but now I'm listening and I see people that are moving. Hey, mother is going, there is going. Hey, who busy, man? What's the
A compensation of 10% of market value. This, of course, to further Chinese interest in South Africa. This week, AfriForum had to obtain an urgent application in the High Court to compel the South African Police Service to act against land invaders on the land of a Gauteng farmer, Dr. Motori Masirumule. The police simply refused to open Masirumule's case. Mr. Chair.
They refused to open the case because there's something happened there to the guy you mentioned. Maybe they like say like there's something happened to this guy and they would try to open the case, the police, they refuse. I don't know, say they refuse or what?
Person, expropriation without compensation or below market value shows disrespect for property rights as a basic human right.
What about respect that happened during apartheid when they removed black people from their own land? Those ones don't consider it as a disrespect. Come on, we can't work like that. What about when they remove our ancestors in their own land by force, by guns, by beating them, by killing? What about those one? What we consider them as what exactly?
I only have 10 minutes, so I will keep it short. In my presentation, I will refer to the ideological goals of the ANC-EFF alliance. I will touch on the historical fallacy that serves as motivation for expropriation without compensation.
Because of apartheid, black people lost their land. So I think like there must be a reason why government saying like the land must be returned. Because of they stole the land. And I know the news stories, no, they bought the land, they bought it. Yeah, those kind of stories.
I will explain why willing buyer, willing seller has failed, why this policy would be catastrophic, and why the so-called hunger for land is a fabrication of the ANC-EFF alliance.
Why?
The ANC and its alliance partners are rooted in Marxism-Leninism.
What? This guy is speaking English, I don't understand. This brother of mine speaking English, I don't understand. You understand? This is the English that me, I don't understand. But this is a huge thing because of when Dutch people come to Africa, They can write their own history. Everyone can write their own history. So like we came here around this time. We don't care. But what we know is apartheid happened and they removed black people from their own land and they benefited from apartheid. That's all we know. That's all we know is the truth. When they came here, they beat our sisters, right? And they removed them from their land so that their kids can enjoy. And whatever they done is working today because their kids are enjoying the land of ancestors. The pain, the struggle that our ancestors experienced, their kids are enjoying it today.
According to its own strategy and tactics documents, the movement believes in a national democratic that as much power must be centralized in the state as is permissible by the balance of forces, so that the state mechanisms can be used to further the goals of the revolution, which is to move South Africa down the path of socialism, eventually to create a communist utopia.
Okay. But I know, like, guys, still watching this video, I want to give warning after one. This video, like, if you know, like, you can't handle the truth, and if you know, like, yes, you can't handle the both truth, and you have short term, don't watch this one. It's going to break you. Don't watch because of the truth. So the truth is painful. The truth is painful. The truth. Play far away from the truth. The truth will break you.
That is why disastrous policies like those of the Soviet Union, Communist China, Cuba, Cambodia, Zimbabwe, and Venezuela are frequently venerated by the ANC alliance, while the policies that have created the world's wealthiest and most harmonious societies are depicted as racist, oppressive policies.
Mother, no, I don't understand, man. Wait, I don't understand. I don't understand. Usually, like, I'm trying to understand what is happening, what I'm hearing here, but it's very hard for me to understand. You can write there in the comment section so that I can understand exactly, like.
That is why upcoming black farmers are complaining that they do not get support from government. This is why already 23%.
We support why you guys isolate yourself from us. It's fine, you benefited from the party, then create the Orania to isolate yourself from us, isolate from our struggle experiencing, where we're like, we should experience the whole struggle together as South Africans. But like now, when we're going to say, like, now I'm going to have my own place, since I benefited from apartheid and whatever, I don't want to be around to black people. I don't want to stay with them. I want to stay with my only whites because of my culture. We have our culture. Tuan have their own culture. Sud have their own culture. Pay have their own culture. But we don't isolate ourselves. What makes you guys different is because of the benefits benefited during apartheid, or is what exactly? This question must be asked.
The people in South Africa live on state-owned land, and half of them are complaining about the quality of this land.
Like quality, like how? So I wish like I can be a judge, sitting there or be a lawyer, sitting there talking the truth that will set this country free, the truth that will set everyone free, the truth that will make us equal.
This is why only 6% of all the land that has been acquired by the current government has since been transferred from state ownership to private ownership. It is regularly argued, and especially in this house, that whites stole the land. This is the single...
It's not... When they come, they did what? When they come here during apartheid, what they've done? They bought the land. They remove people so nice, like, yes, live, you can live, it's fine. Give us money. It was like that, my brother. Or you don't want to say, we don't want to speak reality.
Biggest historical fallacy of our time. There are three ways in which white people acquired land, namely the settlement on empty land,
empty land coming from Europe, empty land. Those land had a purpose, and after that, didn't come here with peace. Your forefathers didn't come here with peace, and you're going to say like empty land. It had a purpose. You can't go to Europe or Dutch or and build people there and put your own things there or put your own place, like no one is allowed to stay here. What do you mean empty land? So when it's empty land, you're allowed to come here and take it by force?
Purchase of land through treaties, cooperation, and agreements.
With who? With who? If that's ever there's agreement, why you beat our people, why you kill our youth, why you do those things they've done? Not you, I mean your people, your forefathers. With who exactly?
Most controversial, but least significant, by conquest. Then, of course, there was legislation such as the Native Land Act of 1913 and the Group Areas Act of 1950. These injustices must be dealt with, but they must be dealt with specifically. And
injustice, which one? The one to get the land back, or which injustice we're talking about? Because of there's no injustice in South Africa happened yet. The moment the Ramaphosa signed the Bella Bill to say they can reclaim the land that been stolen from them, then destruction just came around. Destruction of hey, there's genocide in South Africa. Hey, Trump drama. Trump he stopped aid. Trump he stopped funding. So our president need to go to fly to USA to tell the terms like there's no genocide there. Well, your people cause this drama because of they're afraid of the land must be shared so that we can be all equal. What is happening exactly?
Not used to construct grand false narratives or to advance new racist policies. If, however, it is your...
So you guys want to eat alone? You guys want to eat alone? The policies is to make sure we are all equal. Or you guys want to eat alone? You guys are the one, chosen one, must eat alone. You're not supposed to be equal in the land, in Africa. There you are playing about.
Argument, as we have heard, that ownership of land by whites should be regarded as illegitimate because Africa is the black people's continent.
Yes, definitely right. And when I hear your people here in Africa, in South Africa, they're living their best life than black people.
Then you should be prepared to join forces with white right-wing fascists in Europe who argue that Europe is white people's continent and that there is no place for black people in Europe. If you argue...
This is the truth. Like I said, this debate is all about speaking the truth. If you are going to come here and cry, you are not fit enough to stand this conversation. I give you warnings when I started. So like, if you know like you're emotionally weak, this conversation, it requires people with strong hearts and people who face the truth.
That that white people in Africa shouldn't receive equal treatment, but that the rights of black people in Europe should be protected. Then
protected like how? Like in Europe, like protected like how? Because there are laws that protect them, that protect the citizen of Europe. Same here in South Africa, there's a rules, there's a laws that implemented. The law that South Africa implemented, you say these are racist laws. Then your people at AfriForum, they run to Trump. Even about the case of Julius Malema, about the chant, the court ruled that so like there's no problem with the chant. The people run to Father Trump. There's a book that about Julius Malema, Trump. You
are nothing other than a racist hypocrite. Government has already spent more than 50 billion rand on land reform and has very little to show for it. The Motlanthe Commission found
the land is stolen. People are not willing to sell their land.
That a major barrier to effective land reform is government inefficiency and corruption. About 5% of agricultural land is available in the market for purchase every year. If government...
So we must buy the land that is being stolen. So when you see us, we see here, we must buy the land that is being stolen. That's what we are saying. Government must buy the land that is stolen.
Had only spent that money on purchasing farms, it would have bought out half of the country's farms by now. But this approach would not comply with the...
Oh, this thing really a bonus. Just imagine. This thing really a bonus. It really a bonus. Just imagine your forefathers coming here, beating people. After beating people, we must buy our land. Government must keep our tax man to buy the land that has been stolen. Yes, they're going to come here, the land is being bought, There's no such thing. Out of the bond, maybe it's 2%. So after that, you need to pay millions for the land that's been stolen. This is a bonus. This is a bonus. You are playing with us.
Ideals of the National Democratic Revolution, which is why the ANC-EFF alliance prefers a government bureaucracy through which it can exploit complicated processes to enrich itself at the expense of the people.
Which people? Your people, they reach themselves at the expense of black people. Beating them, removed your land. What do you call that? What is that? Yeah, you can't run away from reality and the truth and the history.
The debate about land reform comes at a time when government could least afford to lose investor confidence. Investment certainty leads to capital accumulation, which leads to more employment and higher productivity. An assault on private property leads to investment uncertainty and economic decline.
And the topic is what? The topic, I want to understand, you are here to protect Orania, or we're going to talk about the land as general? Because it's too confusing. I don't know, like we're here to protect AfriForum, or you are here to talk about the land? Because of, I hear you mention, like you mentioned something. It's very interesting to say, like, hey, pressed man.
2015, for the first time on record, South Africans began investing more abroad than foreigners invest in South Africa, a sure sign of loss of investor confidence.
I debating next week. I don't know what they're debating on. Or maybe I'm the one who's lost. Because I don't understand what people are debating on. I try to understand, but I don't understand at all.
Claiming that property rights would be eroded and that economic freedom would be compromised in a way that would enhance economic development is like claiming that KFC would be expanded in a way that would ensure that chickens would prosper.
Let's go through comments, give people a chance to speak. It's a good seat to see this bit. Africa is a great channel. It's fun, it's serious, touches many different points, affect every stuff again. Absolutely. The best part, I have many strong arguments used against me. Lady ANC, hey, you cannot call me strong man. The ANC women close their ears in the parliament while solutions have been mentioned. That's ANC style, not interesting solutions.
Those who are calling for the erosion of property rights have not been able to provide any evidence on why a more aggressive implementation of an already failed policy would lead to anything other than a more aggressive failure.
This topic is all about the police of the land, or the police of the land. Like the land must be the land without paying any cent of the money. This is a very topic. Because I'm trying to understand you.
It's Hostinger's biggest ever Black Friday sale. Manage hosting for WordPress plans now start from only $1.95 a month.
Mr. Chairperson, this is Albert Einstein's definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, but expecting different results. Christopher Hitchens said that
we're talking about what more exactly? You're talking about the failure of ANC. Because of, I try to understand, like, what are you talking about exactly? You're talking about the failure of ANC.
Whatever is asserted without evidence should be dismissed without evidence. We are now being called to comment on expropriation without compensation, despite the glaring fact that no evidence has been provided as to why this would yield positive results in the first place.
Oh, let me tell you why it gives positive results. We have the youth who know how to farm, want to run businesses, want to provide service to our people. That's how it's going to give a positive outcome, the land compensation. I don't know, you are questioning our capabilities. Because when you say like this, like we're questioning the capabilities of the black child. You have the land, man.
But the gratification that the ANC-EFF alliance get from hurting the middle class and the wealthy outweighs the desire to uplift poor people. The problem,
Like how, man? I try to understand, but like I fail to understand again. Like how?
however, is that expropriation and the consequential economic collapse will hurt poor people more than wealthy people who will simply leave the country.
Poor people are living in the shacks. They depend on the grant. They have nothing. How is it going to affect them? Because it's going to build them. It's going to build them. I'm telling you, it's going to give them, it's going to build them.
In which case, you would not only have created a food shortage for all South Africans, but in which case you would also lose your tax base. All available evidence indicates that the hunger for agricultural or rural land in South Africa is largely a myth. Of all the land claims to date, 59% were filed in urban areas. Of all the land grabs in recent years, 84% were in urban areas.
Of like in a year, this is the percentage of the land that's been grabbed by the government, or what's happening. This IQ above 100 IQ above, they don't even address anything AfriForum said. They just target his character. They're saying nothing to you, and I don't understand. They are talking about ANC failures, EFF failures. They're just talking about why AfriForum must exist, why AfriForum does not comply with the Section 235, why it's not respecting our laws, why it does not respect our government. And we can see some scenarios like the one, they take the matter, if the court rule, they take the matter to USA. It's like they don't respect the laws of this country. They don't respect our judges. They don't respect, which is so bad.
South Africans, but black South Africans in particular, are urbanizing at a rapid pace. Of all the people who have taken the effort to file land claims, 93% have indicated that they would rather have money than land.
You see black people, how you present yourself. They say they can't have money than a land. And once Pinuel sir once said this, black people, they want jobs, not land. Pinuel once said, like, black people, they want jobs, man. They just want to work. Give them work, don't give the land. Black people say, like, black people, the only thing they want is a job. They don't want land. And you can see even my brother here is experienced, like, black people, they want. So give us job when I keep the land. Give us job. We don't want the land. Black people must wake up, man. This 2025. The youth. I think like people were saying they don't want the land about our mothers now. As we want the land, Baba. Our grands are the one who know the struggle of poverty over apartheid. As we want the land.
A recent poll by the Institute of Race Relations found that only 1% of people in South Africa believe that more land reform would improve their lives, and 0.6% regard land reform as South Africa's most serious unresolved problem. We should not let this issue be derailed into a racial issue.
It's not a racial issue. Whenever you're the one who makes the racial issue, this is the thing of like, our ancestors, they lost their land during apartheid because of your forefathers. So we need to reclaim it. You get my point? It's not about the race issue, my brother. It's about the truth and the justice that must be served in this country. And for us to be equal. It's not about the race issue. Because this topic is endless. If you are aware.
Unfortunately, the president has already done so when he used the words our people to refer to black people. The deputy president did so when he threatened with a violent takeover if white people didn't voluntarily hand over their land to black people. Minister for Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs, Zweli Mkhize, did so when he said that no property of any black person or black group will be expropriated. It has become...
Why should be exploited? So I think they need reasoning, guys. We can't talk without reasoning. So other stuff they need so we can able to reason and to check the IQ. Come on. You're not on basis, man. You know this thing every time you got on basis, man.
A popular pastime for members of this house to blame every white person for the crimes of every other white person.
Yes, actually you benefited. You don't know, like our fathers, they work so hard. You work so hard today so that your kids can have a best life. That's what your forefathers done to black people. They work so hard so that you can have the best life like now. You never sleep with empty stomach, you never stay in the shack. One of your members, they never become a domestic worker. Don't know the struggle of using a taxi. How? Because of your sister, they beat our sisters and they stole everything. And then enjoy the benefits of it. Or I'm the one who don't know like the benefits of if you work so hard, your kids will enjoy all your work. This is what happened today. So why you act like that? Whites are beaten because of their forefathers' actions. So we must leave our land because of.
Now imagine if we had blamed every black person for the crimes of every other black person.
Guy, where? You're blaming where? Blaming where? In America. This guy's playing, man. This guy is playing.
If we were consistent in how we evaluate and contextualize history, white people would make claims like black people are murderers only on the basis that some...
Murderers! You want to talk about murderers? Eh? You are playing, man. You are playing. How many 16 June we lost our kids? You want to talk about murder? How many 16 June we lost our kids? June 16. Bipato, Shavin, where we lost our brothers. Killed. For nothing. Innocent blood. We're going to talk about murders.
Some black people have committed the crime of murder, or that black people had to pay reparations for the Battleground and Vienna massacres or the extermination of the Van Rensburg track. We would all
I don't know, they don't say.
agree that such claims would be regarded as grossly racist and intolerably unfair.
So we must talk about our history. We must talk about what happened to us, what happened to our land, what happened where we are struggling today. We're not supposed to talk about that. So that we cannot call racist. So we must come on. So we must not talk about that at all. So like we lost our land because of this. People have been killed because of these people. Everything because of people. We are living in a shame because of people. We are moved. So we must remain quiet. We are playing.
And I'm convinced that those of you who call for reparations most aggressively do not even know
this game, you're not ready for it.
About the Battleground and the Vienna massacres or the Van Rensburg track. Why?
What is that? Then I didn't know, man. I think you can explain it to share so that they can understand what is that, what are you talking about? Because as we are lost. What's happening exactly?
Because you are drunk on ideology. It is an ideology not based on historic accuracy, but a desperate attempt to ferment racial hatred and division with the true aim.
Division is Orania. We want to talk about division, Orania. Why you busy separate yourself? Say like you don't want people to stay in Orania because of their culture, That's a division. Yo, so must be the division. Division is Orania is dividing our country. They must comply with section 235. Here too. Someone's come and say like you guys don't know in division.
Of advancing state power and hopeless socialism under the banner of corrective measures. Yes, you are drunk on ideology. The ideology.
You are drunk. There's a debate, Baba. Debate is not for smart heart. Debate is hard. Debate. You want to talk debate? This is a debate.
Of the obviously failing national democratic revolution. You are drunk on power, since every decision you make is an attempt to gather more power and control into your hands. You are drunk on hatred and contempt, not.
My guys, we need to face reality. Hatred when people they want their land back. When people they want equality. The equality that we don't have in South Africa. And then someone going to say like, yo, when you are hatred, you are hatred because you want something, someone steal your car. This is an example of Julius Malem. Someone steal your car. Right? When you steal your car, you see your car. When you wanted you are hatred. And when you wanted you are racist. So like, you stole my car. I want my car back. And I'll give you a lift. This is a good example of what Julius Malema always use. So these things sometimes are confusing and I don't understand the confusing and I don't know.
Only for white people, but for the poorest South Africans who suffer under your policies daily and will suffer even more if you continue to destroy the economy and to sow hatred and division.
They suffer because of they don't have a land. Land is everything. You see, like even see a black child suffering. It's because they have no land, my brother. Give them land, we'll see. Again, like now, they own 70% of the land. Or allow them to stay in Orania. Allow those black people to stay in Orania. You'll see them. They will be fine. Allow them to stay in Orania. You will see like they will be proper. You understand? You understand like the most important thing that they need is a land. Not things say like they're saying they're suffering because of the government. They're suffering because of they don't have land. It is suffering because of ANC. Give them land, you'll see.
Thank you, Mr. Chairperson.
All right.
Questions? This is where debate start now. This is the deepest of debates start. Debate, the deepest one to start.
Honorable Maila, Honorable Carter, Honorable Telezi, Honorable Mampuru, Honorable Mukwe.
This is a topic of the day. You will see the questions are coming that side. You will be scary. You will be running away. These questions they are tough and hard. These questions are tough and hard.
And then Honorable Sultana. Asishege.
Chair.
Honorable Mail.
Thank you, Chair. Yeah.
You know, like the chair say like Hazishe. If someone say like Hazishe, is like let's go. Let's go. Let's talk about this topic of land. Let's talk about the like research. Let's talk about this.
No, I'll start, Mr. Filter. You know, there is something that you mentioned, Deputy CEO of AfriForum.
What is that? What is that? What is that you mentioned that is too disturbing?
When you were saying, you indicated 3 ways in which whites acquired land.
How? Let's go. I debated on that question. I was like, no, my brother, you are playing with us. There's no such thing. There's no such thing.
Then you said they acquired empty land. That's the biggest hogwash I've ever had.
Yeah, I was so surprised. Just imagine you're coming from Europe. You see the empty land there. You don't ask. They don't show any respect. You don't ask. Come from Europe. You see the land. You just take it. No respect. Not asking. But you see people there. Come on, respect, man. Respect comes first.
You see, you are a descendant of voortrekkers and other people like missionaries who would come to an area, find people, and say that they have discovered people.
Power to that. Power to that. See, like what the CEO of AfriForum said, it is nothing, man. You are saying nothing. You're just, you know, the thing about the truth. You'll try to, you'll try to run away. But we can't run away the truth. You're going to get people like this asking the deep questions. This is a good question and deep one.
And therefore the land is theirs.
Yes, just imagine.
And you call that land empty land.
Just imagine.
And that's nonsense.
Wrong. Just imagine the disrespect coming from where you come from. You see the land and say, like, this land is mine. Without consulting, without negotiating. Like I tell them, man. This is a disrespect. And you can see this is a nonsense. Yo.
Forums and surveys like this get responses like that.
This topic of life is going far. This topic is going far. It's an endless topic. Endless topic.
That's the biggest nonsense ever.
He's angry. CEO of AfriForum, you make the man angry now. Look how man this angry is. Look how angry it is because of you say your people they how they discover the land. They see empty land and then they say like this is my land. I say you're talking. What are you saying? What are you saying? When you wanna hear. You can see like he won nothing. Can see how he stand like one nothing.
Shall I respond, Mr. Chair, or are there more questions?
Let's take next one.
Thank you. Chairperson. Chair, I'm not going to stand here and try and incriminate any person that's doing a submission. I haven't ever done it. So yeah, my question is just one on what we are supposed to be doing, clarity. Mr. Roots, what is the solution? Is there a solution?
Where is the solution there? The solution is what? The solution when it comes to what? To land or what? Because of our father, these AfriForum things we see, the topics we see, so we can react, we can watch them and learn from them.
Next speaker, next member.
Thank you, Chairperson. You will realize that most of the time I do not comment, and when I do so, I'm very specific.
Yeah, this guy say like, no, I don't like to talk too much. No, when it comes to small talks, I don't comment. But when it comes to big things, I comment. Which is like these things are big things now. This way is comment.
Yeah.
But I just have one question to the gentleman over there. Before I ask the question, for his information, I'm a descendant of a man who was exiled, which is my grandfather. And as we speak, I've got uncles who don't have South African ID book because they're not South African.
Okay, this is a good. I think they're going to say aunties don't have IDs and what, those kind of stuff. And yeah,
grew up in exile. And for the first time, I'm feeling the way I feel right now based on your presentation.
What are you feeling? You make me scared. What are you feeling? Say, these guys make me scared. What are you feeling?
You saying white people got land because they came here and then they found vast land which was not occupied.
Oh yeah, they say something like that, which is like when I read, I was like, oh my god, I was like, oh my god.
And I don't want to ask you as to how many rooms you've got in your house. I believe you've got like 8-bedroom house. You don't sleep in all of them. You only sleep in 1 bedroom. Does it mean the other 7 rooms are not yours just because you don't sleep in them at the same place at the same time?
What a question. To say like, this is how white people discovered the land. How they got the land. They came in the sea, empty land, and they took it. To Africa. It's not Europe here. Maybe in Europe, if you behave like that, here is Africa. Don't behave like that. You don't behave like this. Africa is not Europe. If Europe, you can come and see the land, and then you can just take it. Not here, right? And this is a good example to say like, if you are living in the 8-room houses, you sleep on one bed. Just imagine if I will come to your house and be sleeping, say like, like there was an empty bedroom. So it's mine now. That's my bedroom. Yeah.
But my question is this that we have written here based on research or it's out of a very deep anger that you seem to have against the African National Congress and
This is a debate. I think it's because of ANC and EFF. He was mentioning them. He was mentioning the failures of ANC, mentioning the failure of EFF. The best way to build jobs is to get the land back, so we can create jobs and run the business, and use our minerals to create the product. That's the best way to create jobs in Africa. No other thing that you need to find funders to find us and invest in they open a business this side. It's benefit them at the end of the day. It doesn't benefit us.
The equal freedom fighters. If you can ask me their question, then maybe I won't ask the rest. But I first want to understand your premises to where do you base all this?
Next member.
This is your brain
Yeah.
when you're struggling to focus. And this is your brain when you're in the zone. But get it.
Look, You know, like this ads, man, we're in the serious topics. Yeah, we're in the serious topic, and when you're in the serious topics, you see the ads. We're talking about serious things, man. Yeah, serious things about the land. People say he came in and see the land and then he took it. This is how white people discover the land in South Africa. Or maybe they think is Europe. Maybe Europe, when you go to Europe, when you see land, you can take it. But not yet. Those land you see, he just mentioned, it belongs to black child. You see? That's why we say like not all land was bought. Even say by himself. Even say by himself to say like lots of land, like when they discover here, they see a big land, then how they got the land. Then they didn't buy it, they didn't pay for it. That's why my point was coming there. You see, you must understand your history, fan. Understand your history. No one will lie to you. If you understand it, you can ask. No one will lie to you.
Okay, thank you, Chair. Honorable Maila and Honorable Carter have raised what I wanted to raise in terms of the manner in which your forebearers acquired land. You speak about empty land. You speak about the negotiations with tribal leaders. You speak about...
We tribal leaders, we want them. We tribal leaders who sell our country. Who tribal leaders? Because the one of the empty land is kind of like didn't buy the land. That's why we require our land. Because they didn't buy it. And it's right when you say like they found the big land and they took it. They didn't buy it, that right? So that land must be returned. The one is just mentioned, so like how they require the land.
Conquest. What I want to understand, Kgoshi Mampuru, who is my grandfather, has fought a very serious battle with regard to land. He was guillotined based on that. I don't know where his head is today. He fought for the whole of Transvaal. Then you say, in other words, he was fighting for something that belonged to you. Now,
that means like the king was fighting the land that found empty, because you find it empty and you say it's mine. On top of that, we see what happened during apartheid. When they were refusing, you were beating them. That's what give us, that's what makes sense like now, based on the information provided. Based on the information, all information provided, if they refuse with the land, oh my God. Oh my God. Like the madam said, the comrade saying it, like he fought the fight.
nonetheless, if you were in our boats, asking you the very same questions, we want our land back. We want to expropriate without compensation. What will be your answer? Thank you.
Honorable Mkweli.
Why see this kind of topics like this, man? The history that every child must know. Every black child must watch this. 7 years ago, strong topics, strong key caucus. Huh? Why I find out about these strong topics now, man? Yeah, man, I hope like lots of young people they can watch this, man. These are open-minded.
Much, Chair. You know, Chief, let me tell you that our people died. Maybe your grandfather and your great-grandfather and your father didn't tell you what they did to our fathers and our grandfathers and our grandmothers and our great-grandmothers.
They did wrong things, bad things to them. Bad things to them so that their kids can enjoy this life today. That's what they have done. That's what we've done. They've done bad things to our ancestors, our land. Like that's why the kids are enjoying life today in Africa.
That is why you come here with that tendency
Mm.
of even undermining us, telling us that we are delinquent, we are mad. That is why you come here with your whiteness and undermine.
This is the EFF, you can see like EFF you can tell no by not asking. EFF can tell like this leader is from EFF without asking. But when Nelson Mandela, we left out this problem. You can see Nelson Mandela at the corner, we left out this problem. Why after apartheid, you say like they can go home at least. We don't want revenge, we don't want peace, they can return home so we can fix our problem as Africans. Like now we're dealing with lots of problems. Nelson Mandela there in our faith. Nelson Mandela, Nelson Mandela, Yakala, me.
Find that your grandfathers took our land and they murdered our people. That is why you
come. That's a fact. They took and they murdered. It's not that. It is a fact. It's a fact.
Come here and not acknowledge that the country is where it is because of your parents. That is why.
Fact. It's like it's the truth. It's like that. And they're going to blame EFF. It's not an ANC. How can people own 70%? If like ANC was owning 80% of the land, then I would say like, yeah, you are right. That's why we are in ANC is failing us. But 70% is owned by whites. How? I don't know.
You are laughing because you are not where we are today. Let me tell you, my brother, you are not my brother anyway.
Hey, this is too personal of it. This is too personal. This thing is too personal. So like you're not my brother by any way. True. The issue of the land is big, man. The issue of land is big. It's big. People they want that land. People they want to be free. People they want to build businesses.
No, he is.
No, he's not. He's not.
No, it's just a joke.
The fact of the matter, Chief, is that the land, chunk of the land is in your
hands.
ESET Smart Scam Protection. Built to protect you. ESET blocks
No,
scams.
I understand the lady, man, what she's saying. I understand very well.
As white. Secondly, the reason why we go to towns.
We taxi. That's what I'm saying. Like, they never explained the taxi thing. They never.
Is because that's how your spatial development made us to be. It doesn't mean that the land that you are occupying, as blacks, we can't work it.
Facts. Doesn't mean that. It's just that black people, we respect the laws. We're like, they respect the laws. And if we're not welcoming, there won't be whites and stuff. If because in African culture, there's this thing called Ubuntu. If we were not like that, we will not have Ubuntu. There's going to be a war like Bushaka Zulu, fighting for people to come to our country and abuse us. But because of the peace, even though after apartheid, where people have been killed, where someone who stay years in prison, say like, let's make peace with them. Nelson Mandela.
The manner in which you introduced your neoliberal and your apartheid system to us, make us to move to towns because we feel that where the towns are, that's where life is.
Facts. People, they're living in their towns, going to stay in 4 ways, paying high rent, earning small salary, because we believe that life is there. This is what they've done to us. This is what they've done to us. And this thing must be put on the table. This thing must be discussed. This thing must be discussed. This thing must be cocopos.
Because you have taken everything that belongs to us, including the arable land that we used, our fathers used to work on it.
They took everything from us. They want to see us having nothing. They want to see us having nothing. They took everything. We have nothing, and we must comply. And we are complying with black people are complying. We are respecting the laws. But the fact thing of like when they took Julius Malema to court about the chant of apartheid, where their forefathers were killing our people and stole our land. When the court rules, say like the chant is a struggle, so they ran to Trump to say we take this matter to international because of maybe thing of speciality. We are special. Yeah, go to Trump because maybe Trump can give you special treatment. And talk about the issue of the chant. Chant like they how
You have taken our cattle. You have taken everything that belongs to us. That is why you are so arrogant towards us. You think we are inhuman.
They took everything, cattle, cow, everything.
We are not living beings. That is why you are acting in the manner in which you are acting. I'm in here because of your arrogance. And let me tell you, my brother, from another mother.
You can say like she's speaking Stwana English or Xhosa English or Zulu English. This is our accent when you speak English. This is our accent when we speak English. This is our accent. You can look me like that.
We are going to take our land, whether you like it or not. The land that doesn't belong to you, we are going to take that belongs to us. We are going to take it. In your submission, you did mention that.
Say like the land, because this thing is growing. When like you see like you have nothing, you have degrees, but there's no jobs, and you see people came here during apartheid, they're living the best life. It affects the youth of South Africa. So like how these people are enjoying their life while us were struggling in our own land. And there is saying like we are going to take our land. We are going to take our land. This thing is 7 years back. This thing is a 7 years back thing. 7 years back. But even today, it's still the topic. The reason Trump didn't come to South Africa is because of the issue of the land. That's why he didn't come here, because of the issue of the land. That's why Trump didn't come here. G20, the issue of like South Africa government say like we want us to be equal. We can say yes, we are equal, but we want us to be equal. How can we equal out of their own big land, out of their own small?
You are the only food producers. Yeah, it's here. It's in this thing that you have given us. It's in this thing that you have given us. You are the author of this thing. There is a sentence in this thing that you have given us.
And Malema once raised that matter. You don't like Malema, man. You're going to miss that guy. He once said like this, how can 10 people provide or few people provide 26 million?
that says, should the land be expropriated, the only people that are going to be compromised are food producers. And those food producers happens to be who? It means you are protecting your own pocket.
Not like when I say, this means like the topic is deep now. You're going to talk to someone and someone will be like, It means the topic is going deep and the topic is touching you. You can feel like this topic is touching me. This is what I'm feeling now. The topic is touching me. This is what I'm experiencing. Don't eat me. This is my last money, please.
At the expense of us as Black people. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Sultana.
It was a statement or it was what?
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. And thanks for the explicit presentation. Starting off with the last point, method of land acquisition that you mentioned, conquest. It is with pain.
Don't create a basic form. Create a powerful one.
This is
to remind.
So let me give my people here chance to. I learn every day by following the politics of South Africa. This gives me a huge to beyond and read the history of this world. And on I've read, I compare to my grandma taught me, his soul rest in peace. The guy stood alone against the mob. The only thing he won was argument. The passion is this parliament giving me goosebumps. South Africa parliaments are emotional or the extent where their judgment is clear. I love this debate, straight to the point. And there's problem hate seat parliaments building. You understand? This is good, but it's good. Again, it's not good, in both sides. First time I ever watched the entire video of SA Parliament, I was interested in listening to liars and research, Shivambo, keeping it real. Governments come and go, clearly not in South Africa. I love this chairperson, it's very objective and cool and calm. Thank you. Let's go. People that they want that.
South Africans here and now, that your grandparents held, conducted 10 bloody wars over a period of 100 years in the Eastern Cape. At the end of the day, 3 million Eastern Capers in white hands and black.
That's the magic, the history. White people are thinking, white people.
Only own 250,000. That's what you achieved. I will not talk about the rest of South Africa. So that conquest is a painful reminder of our past.
Painful reminder, say. Painful reminder. Wow.
Now you talk about the Einstein, theory that doing the same thing over and over again, applying the same method, is not the wisest thing to approach when you're looking.
The reason is talk about that thing, talk about EFF and ANC. Like ANC is feeling their people, ANC doing the same thing. ANC, we talk about the land. Now we exclude the ANC, we talk about the past, we talk about the apartheid. But they keep on including ANC this, ANC hey this, hey this. Yeah.
For change. Now, you are sending this country back to those kind of wars.
You know, I learned a lot in this video. Shane.
Who in South Africa would think that AfriForum is a wise institution when you yourself are saying that doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different set of results is not the best thing? So that's where you want to send South Africa to.
This guy is angry, man. This guy is angry, and all people they are taking him. All people in parliament they are taking him. This guy is angry. All people in parliament will be like, "Oh, when I switch myself, you guys are running away." Wow, you guys have Trump. Look what's happening to the screen. I will do reaction. I will share my opinion. We can show us. EFF is dividing. Say this is not debate. We want our land back. The ANC won't do it. Who the ANC is dividing? There's no such of ANC dividing the country. It's one equality. What Cyril Ramaphosa is doing about the Bella bill and those things he signed is to make sure that like the land is returned and they were all equal. Because we can't leave the country where like people they own 70%, others they own 4%. Even if you own 4%, government 4%, black people 4%, people from Europe 70%. I never see such a gap in the world. I never see such a gap, especially the owners.
I don't know how many people in South Africa are interested in those wars, which you are advocating for. Thirdly, you seem to be very comfortable to put blame on the current operational failures of the current government.
Why you keep on blaming? It's not about that. You're focusing on the past now. Keep on putting EFF, ANC, failing there. Leave that one. And my point is, if like maybe, for example, let's say if like we said us were owning 80% of the land, and then white people they own 10% of the land or 2% of the land, then the government's feeling, yes, we're going to blame the government. But like now we can't blame them. We believe if we can get the land, things will be proper.
Now, this operation, this process is not about evaluating the failure or success of the current government. Governments come and go, and it could be a totally different, government in a couple of months' time, if not a couple of years. Lastly, Chair, I want to thank this gentleman, powered as he is.
Which gentleman? Do you think which gentleman?
Is by the minority AfriForum for the attitude that he has displayed with those contents. You have hardened our attitude that maybe we don't even need a CODESA. We don't even need a court case. The constitution has to be amended in a matter of months if we've got such people in the country. And then we can go back to war if need be.
Some guy is booming, man. When they say you can't defeat a black nation, they talk about to say like you can't defeat us, and then we want to live in peace together. There's no country beside Burkina Faso. Even like Burkina Faso got motivation from South Africa in Julius Malema pushing, fighting. Julius Malema went to court 100 times by AfriForum for speaking the truth. Everything said like the hate speech and what, but busy educating and all his mind, all his heart. I believe how he's doing things. He said, I will go there. I will be there. Even though this thing is going to cost me because of so painful to go to speak your mind, to speak the truth. Because say like I'm revolutionary. You say I'm revolutionary. This country will be fixed and I will die or I will end up in prison. Julius Malema, the powerful man in Africa. The powerful man. When we talk about that name, everyone raise his ears. His ears are standing like this.
That's basically where you have sent me from now onwards. There is a member of parliament who said, should this happen, there will be civil war. Okay, The constitution should be amended in a matter of months if we've got such people in this country. We're wasting time by talking.
I like making my
Wow, what a conversation. What is the land, man?
podcast. I don't like making short clips of my podcast. So the AI
when you
chooses.
say like, when you say like, when you say like, when you say like, someone say in parliament that guy AfriForum plus something like that. You say like, if we don't want to take the rental compensated, we are starting the war. You see like that. And look, the father is saying what? Look, the father is saying what?
400 years ago, people were simply mad at. When I grew up, my father didn't own any land on which to produce food for us to eat. The nearest food producing field was 10 kilometers away. And until he died, we had.
Just go tell me understand, man. You speak from the pain and see someone coming to not 2 points, coming to talk things that does not make any sense. Someone talking, it pains him inside the chest. And tell about when I grew up was just kilometers. And that one is like, if want to be war, let it be war. Yeah. This thing of the land is a big topic. The sensitive topic is a touchy topic. This thing of the land when I use too big. This thing is too big. It's too big. Yeah. I never saw something like this. This one is too big.
To walk in the morning to those fields, then chase 9 o'clock at school. At 2:30, we go back there. By the end of the day, we're finished because my father had no millet fields on which to. And you want that to be repeated. You have the guts to come to this legislature to tell us that you want that to be repeated.
You say like way now, you have a God. Based on my history, you want this to be repeated. Yeah? You come to this legislation and tell us you want this to be repeated. Harry, you are playing. You are playing. Though when I started the video, if you can remember well, I said this thing is a debate. Debate is people that share their opinion. If you're weak emotional, don't come here. And I will see by your comments, if people they watch it, I will see by your comments you came and you watched the emotion and to see how these people say like Mandela, why after about to say like everyone should go home? Mandela, I blame you, Shane. No, guys, I blame Mandela. I blame Mandela. Even like Mandela said, like everyone who did a crime, you should go back home. We will not have these problems now. We will not have these problems we're experiencing. I'm telling you. We're not having these problems we are experimenting today. So now they are fighting for land. Others are calling Trump. There's misinformation. Countries, the relationship of the countries are destroyed because of others that are spreading misinformation. Or like because of the one thing called land. The land of our ancestors. Our land is making foreigners to debate.
And my mother, who was a qualified teacher, had to drop out of school because of the policies of apartheid. Because the policy wouldn't allow her to teach whilst my father was also a teacher. And there was no field for her, for our family to produce food. But here I am today as an MP. I will stand for them.
Powerful, man. These are powerful. These are powerful. So, like, it's very important to bring older people like this who share their opinions so we can understand what happened during apartheid. Yo. Let's go, guys. This topic is still on fire. We've never seen nothing. It's still on fire, this topic.
Let's go for the amendment of the constitution. This talk, Honorable Chair, is waste of time with such characters in South Africa.
Yo. So like this talk with this waste of time. Why you are here exactly? You're wasting our time, man. You're wasting here exactly, man. This talk is waste of time.
Except that the process of parliament of soliciting and getting the public participating will continue.
But I don't think that guy will answer all these questions because we can see everyone is coming so hard on him. So I don't think like able to answer all those questions they're going to ask him. To be honest, I don't think he's going to be like that. All of those questions.
I'll talk to you just one point. I'm coming to Honorable Shivambu. So the process of amendment will remain intact in terms of the constitution. So it's Filtana's remarks, but not the committee's position.
I feel so for this guy for AfriForum. No, I feel so for him because they're eating him alive now. They eat him alive.
Honorable Shivambu, Honorable Mutapo.
Thank you, Chairperson.
Okay.
When this gentleman was from AfriForum was trying to present whatever he wanted to present to this committee, he was.
I'm afraid even to listen what she's going to say. Let's give my people comments here, guys. Please share information there so we can enjoy this thing. We can enjoy. Hey. What's in the? Wow, this is very sensitive information. It's very touchy. Like I said, if you are too emotional, information is very touchy. I don't understand Africans. As white South African, I love you all, everyone. And the story, I didn't know that whole technology was cutting edge. What is the argument? And yes, we won't agree with some reason logic against what we think, right? If I follow this, proceed closely. Join from after this presentation, it is said that not all members of parliament are properly educated. I'm a black South African. It pains me to see this kind of ignorance. It hurts. I can't help, but I agree 90% of what I've got to say in of the video. They said what? They stated the fact because of fact that don't care about the feelings. Some people become the legal emotion. It might be stated, however, that most solutions are also need to implement to other. But I don't understand.
Rank on hatred of hating black people. The insanity he defined, I could see on him. The insanity he defined on the alliance of so-called alliance of ANC and EFF, I could see.
Can see this mom when he speak, he holding his hand like this, and we can see her facial experience. It's like see something that disgusts her. It's like I can see when you see the alliance of EFF, the alliance of ANC, I can see on his face.
On him. And don't come here and misrepresent facts. As we are talking now, even before, there's never been a food security. There has been a lot of food shortage long before.
So they don't come here and lie to us. There's lots of short food.
Especially for us, for masses of our people. So now, because Parliament has taken a resolution, you come here and try to be smart, try to be as if you are sympathetic to our people and say that they will.
They don't care. They don't care about blacks. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care about black people, man. Whether you like it or not, when I can have them on your own risk. But like to be honest, majority they don't care, man, about black child life. If people they came in with poor intentional, they'll never attack our sisters, they'll never attack our forefathers. They attack them because of, I don't know why they attack them, but I can tell like there's no love. Like I don't care. I agree with this lady. This mama, sorry. You don't care, man. When I can say whatever you want to say, you can do what I want to do, but nah, according to me, like nah, they don't. They don't, to be honest.
If this happens, there will be shortage of food. That's sheer insanity, drunk on hatred. The issue of I'm taking back the words, Chair. The issue of in law, we say there is a rest you lose.
There is a rest you lose in law. People who done law, people who done LLB, people who understand the laws, people who present us for, people who get debate. Watch it by your own risk. In debate, if you want to find the truth, don't be in debate. Debate.
No man's land. The thing belongs to no one. Like the birds when they fly here, they don't belong to anyone. They are rest you lose. So you want to tell us that in 1488, when Bartholomew Dias arrived here, it was no man's land. In 1652, when those guys, Jan van Riebeck, arrived here, it was no man's land. That's sheer insanity and drunkenness on hatred. So what I would like to know from you, although I don't think it's necessary to, our royalty, our great-grandfathers.
Our great-grandfathers have been killed for their own land. They've been killed, the truth. Our grandfathers, they died. Our youth, they died. They died because of, they died. And people died for what? While we're still living in poverty, while people they are living the best life. They died for what our ancestors exactly? Ask yourself what your ancestors they died for you to be free, for you to own the land. And these things happening, what your ancestors they died for. If I can ask lots of young blacks, they will never answer me. But their fathers, their forefathers, they killed so they can benefit, and we see it. These success stories, true story.
And mothers, our kings and queens, were robbed of their land. They were given mirrors. Now you tell us you negotiated. How can you negotiate with a person whom you don't even, because they didn't even understand these languages? How did you negotiate with them? If you want this process or your inputs to be taken seriously, don't come here with sheer arrogance.
Why is this so hectic? I can feel my brother in pain, dog. Like I said, when you talk to people and people say like, this topic is so sensitive, so touchy, so. How do you negotiate? This is a question because even my mom, she's always don't understand English. And also like lots of black parents, they believe if you send the kids to school, they will talk English. Our parents, they believe that. But our parents believe if you speak proper English, you're educated. That's how they cheated our people. Even people with degrees, they believe like that. If you speak proper English, you're educated. There's no such.
Listening to you, insulting us, lambasting on us, calling us names, but you want us to take you seriously. That's sheer insanity.
That's sheer insanity. This is a suicide mission. This guy is doing it.
Shivambo.
No, thanks, Chap.
Shivambo is going to eat this guy alive. I know, but EFF, man, EFF doesn't play. EFF doesn't play. Let's listen.
Listen, I honestly think we should not be agitated by racist African children.
Listen to the first statement. Listen to the first statement. The first statement. I'm not talking about talking too deep. I'm talking about the first statement. Yeah.
Who come here and try to have some chicken audacity to try to insult us and try to anger us. Because that's what they've been doing throughout the public hearings. They've been following us, a group of racist kids from Pretoria who have been following us in the Northern Cape in KwaZulu-Natal.
Follow what for what? They're doing what? Why they follow you? This topic of the land is a big topic. Let's give Chivambo a chance, man. So like these kids have been following them they've been following them yes.
Coming to make threats to us there.
Why they make threats? Because EFF speak the truth, or because of EFF they believe it's a racist political party that's fight for black child and equality and black people to get the job. Why do they chase? Why do they doing that? If you can share to us, Mr. Shivam.
Because they had hoped that we're going to react there and then collapse the public hearing process. That's what I've been doing. They are the ones who went to America to go and spread false propaganda that there's white genocide in South Africa.
Man, this thing been happening 7 years. The same. Finally, it becomes successful. 2025. Because of this, the 7 years thing. This is a 7 years thing, and they've been talking about genocide. AfriForum. It's been talking about genocide. And Shivambo just talk about it now. Finally, it happened to break the relationship between USA and South Africa because of misinformation. Even our president, he tried to go there to explain, so like there's no such thing. There's no such thing. There's not like this thing of a genocide in South Africa. If you can mention like now, some years back, and it happened in 2025, that is the thing that they've been pushing but failing, pushing but failing.
And trying to mobilize the international community against the democratic state. That is treasonous. We have got kids, racist kids, going around saying that there's genocide in South Africa, there must be sanctions, there must be all sorts of.
And it happened 2025. We're talking about a thing that even 49 refugees, they went to Trump. Wow. This thing is a long thing, Mus. If you can listen to this video is for 7 years. And Shivambu can see like, no, it was EFF. He was EFF now, Shivambu. And now he's no longer EFF member. Yeah. AfriForum. Yo.
Limitations that are imposed on South Africa.
Mm.
While we are a democratic country, we'll have to live with these realities that we have amongst us.
You can see it's like we are in the democracy, we have to live with this. You can see like that's like, yeah. AfriForum, we can create drama. Even and like maybe those years there was a Putin as a president or Obama. That is why like they were not thinking themselves and they see like there's no genocide in South Africa. It's like no, there's no genocide in South Africa. But when they meet Trump was president, he came for us. Even like Trump like now is going for Somalians and yeah.
Kids who have been drained in racism, they've been taught racism, they suck racism from the breast of their mothers.
Chivambo, what are you saying, Chivambo? Yeah. That's saying what?
That's why every time they think, every time they walk, everything else that they do, it's expression of anti-black racism that they are doing. The fact of the matter is that the white people in South Africa came as a form of colonial settlements.
Yeah, this topic is hot, man. This topic is oh my God. You know, like this thing is like, and other people say like, man, I know nothing about it. Yes, I'm white. I'm from Europe. My parents are from Europe, but I'm born here. Yeah, but it's a thing of like, even though you're from here, you're born here, but you're from Europe, you still benefited from apartheid, man. And even though for black people, us, that removed to our own land, we struggle. Young kids, they struggle because of their parents they've been removed. There's no difference with you. Yours is like it's positive, you are benefited, you're enjoying the life. While them they need to go to school, try to find a work, while they had the land that can remove them to poverty, the land that can give them freedom, the land that can provide food for the society.
That is a fact. But the land that they are occupying is through colonial settlement. They are settlers here. They even refer to themselves as Europeans. They had boards all over South Africa saying Europeans this side, blacks this side.
They have both do that. Wow. I saw the pictures. We were like, today they say we are South African. The others they call them African. I'll be like, dog, stop saying you're African. Yes, born in South Africa. You are not African. Is not about being born here and not or having a citizen here. It's about same as AfriForum saying like, you know, AfriForum is saying what? AfriForum is saying like they build Orania for their culture, for their language, and what. Same to Africa. To be an African, it's not about born here and what. That's what I'm saying. Like, to be an African, your name must not have English. If you are African, your name it must be African name, the same name. Your clan when you present yourself, when you tell us about yourself, to worship ancestors, to acknowledge them. That define African. This time like, yeah, born there, nah, come on. Yes, the laws can protect you, the laws can, but nah, come on. This we need to, even as we need to protect our culture, because they can protect their Christianity and you can say Christianity is busy with Muslim. Hey, I don't know who's the true God, we don't put us we are African. That's who who we are.
It's not us who said that. Throughout their existence, they identified themselves as Europeans. And now when we want our land back, no, we're not Europeans, we're Africans. They do not want to hand.
What a point. What a point. Here's a beautiful point. There was a chairs, man. Those chairs were written European. Those chairs, they are written European, and then others say like no black. Today, when you want the land, when the government want the land, when you want to be equal, they are not African. And now for me to be African, it starts with your name, start with worshiping your ancestors, being African spirituality. You can't have the name that's going there, European name or Dutch name, and then I want to say, no, man, but it doesn't make like that. This is the truth. I'm an African man, true African man, who's willing to protect his culture and to make sure Africa is waking up. That's me, Mologi Kantlapa.
Get the land back to us. We are going to amend the constitution in order to expropriate land without compensation. And we're not going to be threatened by kids.
Oh, this is heavy, heavy. This thing is heavy. So I'm not going to be treated by kids. True. And this thing is heavy.
We're not going to be threatened by children who think that the imperialist powers will intervene. There's nothing that is going to happen about that. The only question that we're going to ask is, are you still threatening us with war like you have been sending those African thuggish kids who came to threaten us in the public hearing? Are you still threatening war? If
guys, this side is heavy. This side is heavy. This side is heavy. I don't want like is heavy.
we engage on a democratic process to change the constitution in order to expropriate land without compensation. If you're threatening us with war, we're ready. We're more than ready.
Honorable Kuranov.
Thank you.
People after speaking, man, their faces are changing. Everyone after speaking, like they're yellow.
Thank you, Chairperson. I was reluctant to make a contribution today because I'm part of the white minority in South Africa. But everyone was making a statement and I was feeling it is important. For me, AfriForum acted today as a white, black land first organization. They're definitely not representing the white minority in South Africa.
The guys are like, not exclude me. These people are always representing white minorities. They present themselves as AfriForum. So like, excuse me, I don't want to be involved in these things of AfriForum.
And what you did today was a disgrace for your own organization. And I'm telling you, you will feel that.
I'm coming, guys. Please. I'm back.
In future. The way you acted the previous months, the way you acted trying to fight for something you believe in, you will destroy yourself. Whether you like it or not, that will happen because South Africans are fair people and they judge, and when they judge harshly.
We are fair people, shame. So guys like to come. South Africa are fair people. I don't like us, we are welcoming. But let's be one thing. Let's work together. So guys, people, oh my god, I lost numbers. Oh my god. So like us, like we love people. South Africans are so welcoming, loving, caring. To be honest, as we're like that, we support Palestine, even though we are going through hunger and what, we still support people. We love people. That's why even our president, after prison, like he did do this kind of stuff.
I do have a question. AfriForum was present basically at 95% of all the public hearings we had across the land. At every forum where I was, AfriForum spoke. Was there not a report back from those people who spoke to head office to report to you that South Africa, the majority of South Africans who attended those hearings are hunger for land, and that is a problem that we all need to solve?
See, people we work with, these people are supposed to work with. No people come with that mindset of like we are not dead. This is why we can build a good relationship with people like this.
And was there no report back to that? And if there was a report back, why don't you change your stance to be more progressive and trying to assist a problem we need to fix in this country?
This is a good advice. I hope that advice you took it. I get lots of messages here. I hope that advice you took it, man. This is a beautiful advice that we can learn from it.
Honourable Swart.
No, Chair, I also would like to add dat ek is teleurgesteld met julle submissie vandag. Ek is al 20 jaar in die parlement. We've been building a new South Africa. We've been building relations. And I've heard other AfriForum meetings where you have presented. There's not been this arrogance.
But even like when like for example, if we talk with maybe respect and no, I don't have a problem with Orania, but I'm saying like, or maybe it's not about Orania, but it's how you present yourself, so how you conduct yourself. It's very important, man, to respect people, to talk with respect and to show love. Because I'm like now, they all attack you, they all eat you. You understand?
We are trying to build a South Africa. You are taking us back. En ek maak 'n bepleit met jou vandag dat your insults to the people here is unacceptable. We need to come together as a nation.
We need to come together as a nation. And when even like when the painful part is when Ramaphosa say like at least like percentage, if white they own 70%, let's take 30% at least. At least like now, let's say like white they own 40% and black people they own 34%. At least, even though like black people are many, but there's a progress to show like we become one thing. You understand? And so like if you're going to take the entire conversation, this thing may happen. If I'm going to tell you, it shows no relationship. It shows war. And every time when we have issues, people they are going to Trump. They're going to Trump, and they show the world to say South Africa government is useless. It's weak. 292. 292. It's not good.
Ek is Afrikaans sprekende. Vandag 52 jaar gelede is Hendrik Verwoerd doodgemaak in hierdie parlement. Jy weet dit, né? And we need to reach out to each other. You've heard people here that are hardening their hearts as a result of what you have said today.
This is so painful, man, and this is so painful because of it's so painful because of we can't talk about the history, we can't talk about what happened to our sisters, but it is this was so fruitful. Stream, man, we learn a lot. I learn a lot.
We've been sitting with this process for months to find a restorative justice solution. You have not commented on one clause of the Constitution. All you've done is you've attacked the ANC and the EFF.
That's a problem. I was like, the only thing I was talking about people they were drunk. I was drunk by power. They want power. They want thing. The problem is a land debate because of you open Orania, and we feel like Orania is dividing the country. It's been a painful part because of like now it's only thinking for because of let me give this guy advice too. It's all about like Orania, and so it's like now when Zulu nation said they don't want whites, they don't want Indian, they don't want people in Zulu, and Tswana said that, and Xhosa said that, and Sotho said that. What will happen to other people who are not from here? There's a division. And at least like if we propose the thing of Orania, come with respect, come with understand, because we all have cultures here. But we can sit with other people, we can sit with Indian, we can sit with Malawi, we can sit with a white person, we can sit with everyone. It's not about the speciality and
Why don't you comment on the provisions of the Constitution and be constructive so that we can take this process forward? It's exactly the same as Black Land First yesterday that attacked me as a white person. You've done the same to black people today. And so please, I would plead with you to reconsider your approach. We are called to be peacemakers. Blessed be the peacemakers.
At least when we are learning, man. At least we are learning. This way started, and this video is for 7 years back. And you can see like now what AfriForum have done. You understand? This is a good thing. And then I'm learning too, man. These other things you learn. You speak them, sometimes you are wrong. Sometimes you say the wrong thing that you're not supposed to say. But yeah, ne. Yeah, ne.
We are called, we have a ministry of reconciliation. And I'd urge you to consider your position. Thank you.
Honorable Brenbach.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I think that AfriForum, I'm not going to comment on what the other speakers have said or repeated. I think this is a missed opportunity for you. And I cannot align myself with anything that you have said.
Everyone like now is picking up. So like, don't include me. don't include. I don't want to talk to what you said. Because remember, your old statement was EFF, you are taking ANC failure. But the topic says what? AfriForum, others, land debate. This is a land debate. So like, to say like, guys, us, we want to be, but this thing of separating it doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense, to be honest. We understand like now they are whites who grew up here, who don't have families, or maybe they can have families, but who don't have the family in Europe, the families in Africa. And then we have people like this who represent. So you make all these people angry. And when you are the one who make these people angry, they want to attack every white person they see, which is not good. Like what the speaker said. So like me, hey, they threw me yesterday because of I'm white. You understand? So he understand. And it's so beautiful, and I love it.
Mr. Roots, well, with all decency and respect, your presentation was not part of the subject matter.
Was not. That's what I'm saying. I must talk about the EFF, ANC, the hungry power, drunk power, things like that. The thing is all about, the problem is like AfriForum, not like, because I know like AfriForum support Orania. It was all about the land. The land is owned, 70% is white. And they say like, why should pay the money while you guys stole the money, and on top of that, you kill our people. Maybe you can say like, so guys, our forefathers, they killed your people, they stole the land by force, but others they bought it. You are so sad, and you explain others they bought it. Not all the land they've been stolen. So you explain three ways how white people got the land. You mentioned they got the empty land, then they took it. So sometimes we learn, even like me, I learn, man. So sometimes I told wrong things, they hate people, but so for that, and you take accountability. But that's what I was going to say.
And therefore, I couldn't stop you. You had the opportunity, and I allowed members to speak, even if it wasn't, they were not supposed to, because the session was for clarity seeking and all that. So I think I would like to close the session here, and thank you.
Let's close it, man. Let the person close it. I think it'd be better if he can close it. Wow, what is a beautiful session I just had, a learning session. And I think like based on what I watched and in this parliament about land, and I learned a lot, which is so interesting.
Okay. What? Members, you will not have another chance to reply. Okay.
I don't want to be insulted again. Close him out.
Yeah.
Chair, allow
Yeah.
him.
No, members.
Allow him to hang himself.
Members. Wait. No. Mr. Roots. Okay. Honorable Chelese. Honorable Chelese.
Chair, I understand my colleagues. I agree with them when they say he mustn't continue. But for one reason, and I hope honorable members would agree with me, South Africa and black people in South Africa, including the whites, they should know that we've got such in our midst, and he must actually come out very clear.
He must come very outly.
The whole South Africa to know what problems we're having. Because he is saying black people don't need land for agriculture. That's what he said.
But this guy said things that pins off. Why say things like that, my guys? Comment there. On the people who are watching here, please just comment there. Why you say things like that? Why you say things like that?
Says he's saying black people don't need more land than what they've got. AfriForum is calling black people the so-called blacks. That's what South Africa must hear. Give him a chance as much as it's an embarrassment. Let him continue to do so for record purposes and for people to know the true colors of Africa.
But why you say like that? People don't deserve the land. Yeah, you say like something like that. You say like something like that, man. Don't know how to say things like that. What a session. Wow.
AfriForum.
All right, Mr. Rhodes, right to reply. You have 3 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairperson. Firstly, I did not come here thinking that I would convince certain members of this parliament, but I believe that what we can do with our presentation is to try to expose what the ANC and the EFF are doing.
Point of order, sir.
I think.
Why you talk about, don't talk about ANC, you're not in the war, we talk about the land debate. The topic is about the land debate. How can we solve the issues of land debate? Because it's a topic that is endless. And the moment like when you start to put EFF and ANC, you're out of the topic, and they told you that you're out of the topic, you don't have to include ANC or EFF. Talk about the issue, the debate.
No,
Point of order,
members.
Point of order, sir.
Mr. Chairperson, I'd like to respond
Make
to
sure
the
that
questions.
Trump is listening. Make sure Trump is listening.
Members.
This is wild, though. This is Trump included, like, you are. Yeah, man.
Can I
It
respond to
is
the-
right now. You have made your statement. I didn't stop you. He must now make his statement, and we still have presenters to make the point, to make their presentation. No, continue.
This guy, man, they eat him alive. Everyone was attacking this guy. Everyone.
Mr. Roots. Thank you, Mr. Chairperson. Mr. Chairperson, there's a very big important difference between the terms straw man and steel man. A straw man is when you try to attribute things to someone that that person has never said or that that person doesn't believe. When you make a steel man argument is when you try to portray what your opponent is saying as accurately as possible.
Yeah, but this man, you're fighting yourself by defending yourself what you said. But the thing is like 30% pass rate. No, this is a reaction video. So people are confused, like this is the live of parliament. Yo, what is happening there? No, this is my reaction video. I'm a react in educational video based on this.
So that you can respond to the actual position of that person. What we've heard in the last 20 minutes are repeated straw man arguments, things that are being said that apparently AfriForum is saying that AfriForum is not saying. There was a list. It's not possible for me to respond to every single straw man argument or every single false accusation about what AfriForum is allegedly claiming.
No, it's not about that. When now you said like you mentioned ANC and EFF, and you mentioned how you guys got the land here. Got empty space and you took the land. Didn't see them well. If they were telling you like what you said, they were responding based on your statement. What you said to them, they didn't see them well. I think like that is debate. Hey, is that how debate goes?
But I will try to respond to some of these things. We can talk. There were, and I've noted this in my presentation, that there were serious injustices in South Africa's history that we need to take cognizance of and we need to deal with.
Injustice when black people they have no land, they stole their land. They must start with you. You must bring back the land. You must go back to Europe so that we can do things improper. Then we can come here. That's where you call about injustice. The injustice never happened to black people. You guys own 70% of the land. That's where injustice. When people are killed, they kill people. Did they went to prison? Did they take accountability? Because after that, after they released Nelson Mandela, they say like the crime must stop, the thing must stop, so that people can be free. Who took responsibility? Who took accountability of killing all black people and land stolen? When it comes to about injustice.
So I don't have a lot of time. I'll respond first to the historic point and then I'll respond to the solution because I think that's what we believe the solution is. I think that's the most important point. There were serious injustices and they need to be dealt with.
Which injustice? Which injustice? Which injustice talking about? The injustice of black people have been killed during apartheid, they stole their land?
Need to deal with them on a factual basis. I can also tell stories of how my great-grandfather, Sarel Arnoldus Roots, wasn't able to fight against colonialism because he was 3 years old when he was thrown in a concentration camp. He escaped a concentration camp when he was 3 years old. But I do not believe that the emotion that I have regarding the fact that a little toddler boy who, if he had died in that concentration camp, I would not have been born.
Where does it end up concentration camp to our land being stolen? Our people being killed?
My emotions regarding that should not determine what my argument should be. The facts should determine what my argument should be. If we talk about, firstly, AfriForum did not say that the entire South Africa was empty land. We didn't say that. We said there were 3 ways in which land was acquired.
Yes, they're killing, empty land, and what? What's the other one? By negotiating. And the lady said, like, our people didn't know your language. How do you negotiate? And if you negotiated, why you kill them? Why you beat them? Why you remove them from their own land? Yeah, if you are going to come with that smart way, then answer those questions.
If you disavow the notion that there was any empty land in South Africa, then you need to disavow a list of things. You need to disavow the fact that in 1884, the commission track went into South Africa and came back and reported that there was a lot of land where they couldn't find any people. You need to disavow the fact that in the diaries of Voortrekker leaders and missionaries and many others, they wrote about how there were certain areas that were inhabited and where groups lived in certain areas and how
they were kings like Zulu. You can't come as a Tswana to Zulu nation and take the Zulu, even though there's a space there. Even the space in Zulu, KZN, you can't come there as a Tswana or Sotho and take the land. Respect. They try to advise you. This guy doesn't listen, man. You don't listen, when they try. This guy doesn't explain very well. So like, they explain to him, but he doesn't listen. You cannot go to Zulu nation as Tswana or Zulu or Xhosa and then take their land, even though there's no people. Man, you can't educate with everything. Or not like now. That's why like they eat you alive because you don't have ear. Where's ear? Ian, where's Ian?
There were certain areas that were not inhabited. You need to explain what the consequences was of the great Xhosa suicide of Nonkahuse, for example. You need to explain what the consequences of the Mfecane was, where 1 to 2 million people died.
No, you have to compare yourself with black people who experienced apartheid. That's the thing. You want to compare yourself while you're still the benefits of apartheid. That's the thing that bothers me a lot. People, they want to compare themselves with South African Zulu. I don't mention like Zulu they have a land, but Botswana they have a land. You are not from here for the first day. You're from Europe, and you must able to understand your situation. The land being stolen. Like Zulu people, they have their land, they have their culture. Every people, if you go to China, they have their own land in China. If you go to Europe, you have own land in Europe. If you go to China, they have own culture. If you go to China, if you go to India, same thing. When it comes to us, we are busy comparing us with you.
As a result of expansionist wars. And if you want to surpass all of those, you still need to surpass the geological and biological fact that it isn't possible to survive on more than 30% of South Africa's surface if you do not have the technology to dig a borehole. That is a geological fact. You cannot claim.
We have the minerals. We can buy those things with our own minerals. We have the land. We can buy those things. What do you mean? Come on. Use your mind. Use your mind.
Do the solutions. The time is lapsed. Just do your solutions.
Thank you. I would have liked to respond to the others, but let me go to the solutions and I'll deal with them quickly. They are.
He said, I will deal with them quickly. Hey, guys, there's stuff. He said, I will deal with them quick. I wanted to respond, but I will deal with those one quick. Then you, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. I will deal with you quickly. Let me go to the solution first.
8 things that we believe should be done, and I will go through them quickly. In terms of what this, to the members of the ANC, I did not interrupt you when you were speaking.
Yeah, so just
there were 8 things. There are 8 things that we believe.
Give him a chance to speak, guys. Give him a chance. Let's be fair and give him a chance to speak. If I was speaking, if you speak and speaking, it's going to be a cause of conflict.
Should be done. I'm not calling you a strawman. I'm saying you are committing strawman arguments. There are 8 things.
Honorable Mutapo. Honorable Mutapo. Honorable
Mr.
Mutapo,
Chairperson.
please.
No, man. Leave the man to finish his point. Mean that debate land, and which is so nice to learn from the knowledge that required. Even they say 30% of pass rate. It's not about that, man. At least like you're watching me, I appreciate that, and you are listening to my opinion. This is opinion, man. I've been dealing with people like you, man. My whole life I've been dealing with people who have your mindset like that. I've been dealing with them, so I know them. They're my kids. They're my kids, man. So like the only thing I would say, like, man, stay tuned. This is a beautiful debate, man. I learned a lot. Stay tuned. I love you. Bye.